Good evening, and welcome to Blue Suede Vinyl, where the vinyl that spins could be on your turntable. You never know. Pretty soon I'm going to run out of things to say. I'm going to have to come up with another slogan and everything. Good to see you. Good to see you. Huge shout out to the vinyl community out there. Hope you're doing great. If this is your first time seeing my videos, I hope you enjoy it. And if you could, hit subscribe, like, and over here on the corner, hit the little bell so you'll get further notifications of future videos. And and if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and it makes this whole thing worthwhile. It really does. So without further ado, we'll get started. As you could probably tell by the title down here, this is going to be some nice books that you can read up and on Elvis and the Beatles. I'm going to start with Elvis first and work the most recent that I have down. These are just some of the books I have. I didn't want to make it a long video, but just do some highlight type stuff. Alright, the first one I'm going to show you is images of Elvis. And as you can tell, there's going to be a lot of pictures. That's the front cover. And there we go. Over here, Elvis is holding his first gold record of Heartbreak Hotel. And, behind every picture there's a story. So it tells, the story behind the pictures. And, it goes on all throughout. And this, I'll tell you one story on this. This is Judy Tyler, Elvis's co-star in Jailhouse Rock. And just after they had filmed the movie, she got in a car crash and died. So Elvis never watched that movie. He probably saw it when they debuted it, but after she died, he never watched that movie again. So just a little snippet. There's some pictures here. Over here, Elvis has a broken pinky finger. He was out playing tag football between takes and broke his finger. Some more stuff here. But again, it's just, it's a great book. A great book to have on Elvis. Alright. Here's another one. Elvis, American Idol. It's a nice picture here. He's wearing a blue suede type shirt. And the inner liner paper kind of looks like blue suede, which is pretty cool. And the contents, it goes from Tupelo to Memphis, rock and roll rebel, a Hollywood leading man, concert king, and fan phenomenon. It tells you fun facts, homes where he lived. It doesn't show everyone. He had numerous ones out in California. There's Elvis in that red circle right there at Humes High School. A look at the beginning. Just great pictures and great stories behind the pictures. A lot of great information. There's Elvis with Johnny Cash. And I'm gonna do a little rant before I go to the next book. Elvis, the movie Walk the Line. Elvis never toured with Johnny Cash. I'm gonna put that out there right now. Elvis never toured with Johnny Cash. He never toured with Jerry Lee Lewis. All of that in that movie is false. Somebody wanted to make a movie. They wanted to make money. But Elvis never toured with those guys. Never. And all that. And this is what pisses me off about the whole thing. Elvis never started doing drugs. He was doing medication after he got out of the army. Actually, he started while he was in the army because his mother died and he couldn't sleep. So they gave him some stuff to help him sleep. Okay? And it started there. That's where it started. His mother died. And he needed something to help him sleep. And, you know, and in the Walk the Line movie, they already bill him as a druggie. Hey, man, Johnny, you need to go over there. Elvis has some good stuff. You know, that's why you need to read these books, to find out the truth, because stuff like that is wrong. It is wrong to put, oh, well, people aren't going to know it. It's wrong to put false information about somebody just so you can make some money. Alright, but that's my little rant. It bugs me to death that somebody would do that. But then again, you know, Elvis Presley Enterprises, they could have come out and said, oh, that's false. You need to do something else. But that's another story. I'm going to move on. Okay. All right. I got two here. I'm going to show you the most recent one. This is a reissue of Life's Classic Edition. Elvis, The King Lives On, remembering Elvis Presley. It's the front cover. There's the back cover there. A great shot. Elvis on his tiptoes. Michael Jackson, who? But it's just great. Elvis getting his haircut over here after he got drafted in the Army. Let's see. Show you some. 1935. And Elvis. I'm pretty sure this is his first photograph. It is. It is his first autograph. And by his face, it's written that Elvis wanted to keep talking and stuff. So the only way that they could keep him from talking is give him some peanuts. So he was chewing on peanuts when they took the picture. But it just goes through his career, such as all books do, one way or another. And it does have great photo shots. I always like this picture here. Elvis is getting out of his car, if you can see, and he's barefooted. He's putting on his shoes. So that lets me know that once, a long time ago, he would take his shoes off when he was in his car so he didn't get the carpet dirty. Which kind of sounds like me. Here it shows you all of his movie roles. Yeah. That's a great book to look at. And this is the original. A Life in, let's see, Life, Celebration, and Pictures. That's the original. And it's a little thicker. It's the back cover. It's a little thicker. Has more great pictures and a lot of information, which I am always about information. There's Elvis in the Army on his cot. It's a nice picture. Or we'll move right along. Elvis Then and Now, the official Graceland 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition. That's the front and there's the back. Has a lot of small images to make the picture here. And this particular one came with a CD, and I've got it, and I showed it in one of my videos from the past or whatever. Here's Elvis in Speedway, and here's Elvis in Follow That Dream, signing autographs. And Tom Petty was probably in that audience right there, because Tom Petty met him while he was making that movie when he was little. And that, I mean, if it hadn't been for Elvis, Tom Petty probably wouldn't have been in the music business. It's a great shot right there. And always the story behind it. And down here, it also, down here at the bottom, they show different pictures and like facts, or it compares Elvis to somebody else. Like this one, it says, "Help me roar." Elvis struts his lion's head medallion at a 71 awards luncheon, and Master P shows off his tank. So it just showed, it's kind of saying that, you know, right down here, if I can get it, right there, that Elvis kind of started a lot that you see today. It talks about Bill Street. Here's Lisa Marie. A comparison of Lisa Marie and Elvis. And that's when she was better off than she was now, or than she is now. There's a lot going on with her, let me tell you. But it is sad that that Elvis's, I can't recall his name, but Elvis's grandson died. And I know she's going through a lot. That's another story. Here's Elvis's music room inside Graceland. And right now, that piano is not there. They actually have his white piano in there now. So, alright. This is a oldie. Let's see if I can find out when this one came out. Maybe I can. I don't know. 1984. Here's some of the photos right there. But it goes, I didn't show you the front cover. There's the front cover right there. Sorry about that. That's the front cover. It's a golden anniversary tribute. That's the back. And has the King in concert. There's a few photos in there. This is Elvis growing up. Back in '56. Just a lot of information. Excuse me. A lot of information. It goes through like months and years. Like say for instance, November 2nd, '55, Mystery Train reaches the #1 spot in the country charts. Elvis's first #1 record and his biggest Sun record. Now, that's something right there, you know, too. They like to say Elvis had Heartbreak Hotel was his first #1 record. They never include his country charts or rhythm and blues charts, which is kind of messed up. But that's that book there. Here's Elvis, a tribute to, Elvis, a tribute to Elvis, King of Rock. And this one, see the release date. 1975. So it shows Elvis in concert right there on the front cover and the back. But it goes throughout the years. There's Elvis and Jailhouse Rock. Here's Elvis just before his return to the stage, right there in '69. And this book is really cool. This book is from 1979. And it's a book by Betty Harper. And it's Elvis newly discovered drawings of Elvis Presley, right there. And going in here, all these pictures are by Betty Harper. And she is just phenomenal in drawing Elvis. And it's just crazy how great of an artist she is. I mean, It really looks like a black and white picture, basically. Or, you know how they do with the photo apps. You can make or put different effects on photos. That's basically what it looks like, you know. It's a cool picture right there. But it's just, I mean, there's a lot in here. But yeah, I mean, if you can find it, I mean, it's great. How cool to look at that. Now this one was sold at Kohl's a long time ago, and I remember as a kid looking in this book, because this was put out in '76. Let's see. Or maybe I'm wrong. It was first published in '77. But it's that book right there. Is Elvis on stage. Always like the inner cover, because there's blue suede shoes on there on gold records. Whenever I think of this book, I think of that inner cover there, or inner sleeve. It's Humble Beginnings. There's Elvis and Joe Esposito. Elvis signed some autographs. On some lady's hand. So, but yeah, this is a great book. So if you finally get it. All right, moving on to the Beatles. I'm gonna start off with this one, and this one is Life. George Harrison, 10 years later. Had some awesome early pictures of George Harrison. And Beatle pictures also. I mean, you can't have George or the Beatles without George Harrison. There's one there. There we go. Can you get it straight? There's an early shot of the revolution that was about to begin. John's band. All right, there we go. They're one short. All right, they finally found Ringo. Yeah, man, it's a great book. A great book. There's a lot of great images, and here they are in the studio. At EMI Studios. And here they are making A Hard Day's Night. You can see that. Oh, and here's what they just released. Abbey Road. Abbey Road is probably my favorite Beatles album. Especially, Side B has always been my favorite of that album. Because of the long one. I mean, that sounded kind of Scottish right there. This is a cool shot of Paul, Ringo, and George. But that's that one right there. I've got one of these going to a good friend. All right. Life, remembering John Lennon 25 years later. That's the front cover. And the back. And there's John right there with the quarryman. Some great pictures right there. And it shows stuff like this. Their particular albums that they made. The Fab Four. And if you watch the Disney Channel and Puppy Dog Pals, I don't watch it much, but I mean I have kids, so I have to. But they had one called The Lab 4. It was about 4 dogs that looked like the Beatles. Alright. There's a few pictures. Here's the cover of John Lennon Rock and Roll. And just a lot of great stuff. John Lennon on the cover. Or trying to be. It didn't succeed, I don't think. Flower Power. It is a great book. Check it out. Me, I love, what I really love is like this one here. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Right. That's the front cover. And the back. And this song goes through song, or not song, but this book goes through song, or song through song. You know, just anything and everything. I mean, it starts off from the first song to the last song, and it tells you the story behind that song. And also the albums, also. Like right here it shows Paul over there and Yellow Submarine, and it tells you all about how it came to be, who sang the song, who wrote it, or whatever. There's George, and it talks about I'm happy just to dance with you, and Tell Me Why is on this page. So I love information like that. Whenever I buy a CD, I'll take the book out and read the information because I'm just into that stuff. It's very intriguing for me to see how it came to be. who wrote the song, who co-wrote the song, who played what. Yeah, it's just very fascinating for me. Alright, here's one I got recently. The Beatles Are Coming. And it comes with a DVD. So, it's very cool. It's exclusive DVD documentary. Tells the story from the Beatles, or the story of the Beatles from Love Me Do to Let It Be. That's there. And there's the back. Here's, it opens up right there. And then this opens up to the DVD. Which is real cool. Has lots of great pictures and information. There's George. Paris welcomes the Beatles. Sorry for the glare. There we go. The Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. But check this book out. And this is my most recent book. It's called The Beatles, The Days of Their Life. Right there. And here's the back cover. But this is really cool. There's Ringo. Right down here, they have quotes going all through the book. But Ringo Starr says, if all four of us had to stand up in front of 1 million fans and they had to line up behind the one they liked the best, I think Paul would get the most, John and George would be joint second, and Ringo would be last. And here's the Beatles. When they had one too many. Look, the Cavern Club. But this one I actually got at Ollie's for $13. There's Elvis. (1963). Beatlemania. There they are doing a show. Where are they? Doing a show right here. I love those early shots. It's really cool. Here's some concert shots. And it has a piece of paper right here that's their set list that one of them wrote. Paul always kept his set list on the top of his bass, not the head but the body on the side. Some good shots. Yeah, just wanted to show you those, and but that's about it. I mean, I've got more, but I don't want to make the video too long. But yeah, I mean, if you like those books, I mean, go out and try to find them, and they don't cost a lot, I don't think. The one at Ollie's actually costs it costs $13. So, but anyway, till we meet again, may God bless you. We're out of here. Adios. Thank you very much.